second and nobody out.
Back up the middle, that one's into center field. Nolan Arenado delivers. It's an RBI nodder in center field for Canada, but Arenado has his first hit in a Puerto Rico uniform, and it's 1-0 in the first.
Press that reset button as fast as you can.
3-1, right back to him. That might do it. To second for one. Castro to first. Got them both.
We talk about all that movement on that fastball. Yes, he's got the velocity, but this is what's going to bail him out. This is going to be his safety net. Anytime he feels like he's a bit shaky mechanically, what's my safety net? What can get me back to getting some good contact?
2-1 grounded over to third. Arenado on the backhand. Long cross diamond throw. Vintage Nolan Arenado. Inning over. To right field, this ball's down for a base hit. Cortez in to get it. Throw to the plate is a strike in time to cut down Caballero and keep it as a one-run game going to the bottom of the 10th. The World Baseball Classic. Expect everything. 3-2 our score. Puerto Rico to the bat rack for the bottom of the 10th. The beloved members of this lineup, Martin Maldonado, the 39-year-old. First pitch swinging, third baseline and fair! Down into the corner it goes! Rosario is in! Rivera is in! Here comes Melendez! He will score!
Offensive factor for this lineup, but has he come up big already this tournament? What about this? Bases clearing double. Stays right inside that bag, 104 off the base, off the bat.
Man, MJ Melendez, he was at top speed, and the second that thing got down the line, you could tell that he could sense, I think I can make it all the way on this.
And finishes off with a big Superman dive at the end.
Maldonado back in the Americas and trying to get the 3 biggest outs in World Baseball Classic history for his country. Ball 4 puts the tying run on in the 9th.
One last time.
Right side, that's through a base hit. Rounding at second. Here goes Rosario for third, and he's in there safely. The tying run 1 station away in the 9th. Maldonado deals. And ball 4 loads him up and sends it back to the top of the order, and Willie Castro. 3 balls and no strikes on Castro. And walking on that high wire with no net to save him. And the 3-0 pitch is nowhere close, and we're all tied up in the 9th. And that's going to be it for Alberto Maldonado. And here's Manuel Rivera, and a grounder over to third, and it gets past Urshela. Breaking from third to score the first run of the night is Cortez, and Puerto Rico's on top 1-0. And the first run of the game comes home on the E5. Trying to deliver here. Nobody out, runners at first and second. 0-2 pitch. Line to right field, it's down for a base hit. Rounding third base, Hernandez getting the wave at the bag. Throw, not in time, 2-0.
Knocking in that second run, Eddie Rosario.
But he wanted this to be his swan song. And he lines one back off the mound and into center field, a base hit. In from third is Rivera. Rosario will hold at third. It's 3-0 Puerto Rico in the top half of the 5th. And a liner right field, that's down for a base hit. Could be extra bases for Castro. 4th run of the inning is in. Castro's into second. It's second and third with 1 out as Puerto Rico keeps the line moving. It's 4-0 in the 5th. It was 12 up and 12 down effectively thanks to a 3rd inning double play as Ramos drives one high and deep out to right center field. Campero back, warning track, reaching out, and he hauls it in. Tagging at third and scoring Maldonado. Castro is into third. Man, oh man, Elliot Ramos was feet away.
This year, he will be a Colorado Rocky. Fly ball, left field. That is deep. That is gone. Aldegari tries to go upstairs one more time, and Castro beats him to the spot.
short porch here, the Crawford box seats, but that's well over the Crawford box seats.
Now Christian Vasquez gets his first at bat of the game with the bags loaded and 1 out. Ball gets away, runner coming home, Rivera scores. Puerto Rico has life. Vasquez now second and third. Ground ball base hit. That's going to score one. Ramos will score. Rosario to the plate. He's in. Puerto Rico suddenly alive.
Italy has given Puerto Rico some opportunities, and they're starting to cash in. We've got ourselves a ball game. That flip for the ages there.
Wow. That is very impressive work.
Of the inning onto the pitcher's mound for Puerto Rico, things did not go as planned for Jorge Lopez, and some frustration for him.
¿Saben qué? Yo voy a dejar que el sonido ambiental, no vayan a la cabina, que el público escuche esto. Miren, José de León llorando. Miren a José de León aquí llorando, emocionado. Espadita, sentimiento completo. Lo que se está viviendo aquí. Raymond Burgos, se confunden en un abrazo. Y estos son los rostros de los muchachos. Lo que se están viviendo aquí es algo increíble, increíble. Wow. A mí me encanta hablar y yo no tengo palabras para describirle lo que se está viviendo aquí en estos momentos.
Does possess the ability to leave the yard, and this is the guy who, watching this World Baseball Classic in spring training in his hotel room in 2023, told himself, I want to be part of the next one.
1-2, crossed, left field line, deep, Puerto Rico, increíble! In 20 years of the World Baseball Classic, we had never had a walk-off home run. And on this day, we've had 2. Ozzy Albies this afternoon for the Kingdom of the Netherlands, and Darell Hernandez tonight for the home team in San Juan. And Puerto Rico is 2-0.
Tyler, he just got done saying that he was dreaming of this moment in his hotel room in 2023. One day I'm going to represent my country at the World Baseball Classic. Well, three years later, the guy who hit, by the way, just 2 home runs in 200 plate appearances in 2025 as an athletic, comes up huge here in the 10th inning and walks it off here in San Juan. Unbelievable.